love Swedish fish. I love Mrs. Swedish fish. Alright guys, if Swedish Fish is watching, now it's going to take me like 10 minutes to be able to talk. I didn't think that through. Alright, so today, really slow day. Really slow day. And I probably should have did some recording throughout the day instead of tank maintenance. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But ultimately, I did a lot of cleaning of tanks today. It was really slow. I didn't have any deliveries, and it was what it was. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go through and answer a couple of questions from you guys, because I don't really get the time to sit down and like dig through comments and answer everything. So I figured, I was kind of struggling for the idea of a video, so we'll sit down and kind of talk through some of these questions that I have here on the interwebs. All right, so salty, I think it's salty. It's salt with an I. Do you plan on selling livestock online? If so, do you have a rough estimate of when you are going to start? So the plan, which I was actually talking about that with a customer today, the plan for selling corals online, I want to have that figured out by fall. As of right now, I wouldn't mind, and I actually have the ability to, even with the sales that I'm doing right now. I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to package up some corals every day. Obviously the first couple of times would probably be a little stressful, and there'd probably be some mishaps, but I've shipped corals before and I've done it pretty well. Actually I had some thoughts that I was kicking around on how I would actually go about doing that, but yeah, I definitely plan on selling corals out of Corals Unlimited, and I will hopefully be doing that by fall. And really what that's going to entail is the systems that are in place now are probably going to be for the customers, unless I have like an item that has a large number of corals in the store. I think that I'm going to be setting up systems in the back that will be for the online portion of the business, just because even with the website and how it's tied into the point of sale, I could be with a customer, they go to buy something, it's in front of them, and then we go to the register, and let's say it shows that I had that product tied into the website. Even during that time, it could, a purchase could happen. It's possible. And if I didn't have any other, if that was a what you see, what you get, that would be a tough situation to be in. Somebody's not going to be happy. So my thought process on that right now is set up different systems, have the online portion be on those other systems. I also could use some grow out tanks, because like this back tank that's closest to the register, I got all that blue sponge that's in there, but it's all rubber band up and it doesn't look that good. And a lot of customers that don't know what that is, and they see that, they're probably not likely going to buy it because it's rubber band rock and then some blue stuff kicking around. So it would be good to have some systems where folks basically don't see what's going on. Not that I'm trying to hide stuff, because I'd share it here on YouTube, but systems that are set up for online purchases, and then also grow out tanks as well. So Alex writes, can we get an update on the hippo tang and clown that you took in? I didn't see them in the coral trays. The tang is healthy and healing up. The clownfish is also doing great. There was nothing really wrong with the clownfish. They've been in the frag system for a while. I kind of just stopped talking about them because there was a little bit of drama floating around in the comment section that I just didn't really feel like addressing anymore. So with that tang is healthy, it's healing up. They're happy, they're healthy. I don't have really any intentions on keeping any of them long term. I think with the clownfish, that'd be a pretty easy, scenario for that fish to go anywhere. With the hippo tang, I would really want to know what the situation that the hippo tang would be going to a tank that is big enough that there isn't any potential bullies in the tank, because she was healthy when she came here, and she's been healthy the whole time. She's starting to, the head and lateral line is starting to heal up, and it would be a shame, to put her in a situation where she just basically regresses and things aren't so good. So doing good, still in the frag system, same tank that they've been in, and I just haven't talked about them much because there was a little bit of drama floating around with me adding those fish to my frag system, and I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. The way in which I handled the fish prior to adding it to the frag system, I inspected it, I took precautions, and I put it into the frag system because that was the biggest cycle tank that I had at the time. I just didn't want to deal with people's opinions on it, so I haven't really talked about it much, but happy and healthy. And then we got our last question, which came from Queen City Reefs, and they wrote, what is that one bright refugium light? I'm intrigued. So that was a product review that I did for Premium Aquatics. Actually, if you want to take a look at that product review, I'll throw a link in the description below, where we did a quick unboxing with that new light from Reef Breeders. It's pretty powerful. As of right now, I don't know if I have it in the best situation, to promote chaeto growth, but I have noticed that the chaeto in my system has gotten incredibly dark and looks incredibly healthy with this light. I don't know if I have the necessary parameters for the chaeto to grow like wildfire, but I believe that when I add the Miracle Mud to the system, that there's going to be a little bit of an explosion in growth in that, as well as healing of the tank. So that is the light. If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description below. And that's our third question. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully, tomorrow we can get a little bit more done as far as video wise. I got to record the podcast. Podcast comes out tomorrow, so we got that going on. We got a fish delivery tomorrow. We also got some dry goods coming in. I actually got dry goods coming from a couple different vendors, and it's going to be a busy day tomorrow, so hopefully we can get some filming done and kind of talk about our day. Maybe I'll try to vlog throughout the day as opposed to doing these videos at the end of the day, because it kind of keeps me here late. Not to mention I got to go knock out a podcast. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. I'll see you next time right here.